So hi everyone, my name is Jessica Vasquez. Bienvenidos a todos, welcome. So I'm gonna be doing kind of trying to do like a little slow flow for everybody today. If you're beginner to yoga, it's gonna be totally fine. You're gonna be okay. Voy a hacer un yoga despacio para si es su primera vez haciendo yoga, van a poder seguir con todo. I'm going to obviously be doing a little bit of bilingual yoga so that you can understand some of the poses in English, some of them in Spanish. Voy a hacer yoga bilingüe, so voy a estar traduciendo muchas de las cosas en inglés y en español. Uh, Aparte de eso, so besides that, I'm also going to be introducing some parts of yoga that you can do for yourself as, you know, an adult, if you're a parent, but also some yoga that you can do with your kids. Um, I personally have a 2-year-old, and so I do yoga with her all the time, and she loves it. I've been doing yoga with her since she was what like what is it after the 6 weeks when you can start doing yoga after birth. So that's one thing that I've had her there next to me. Obviously, she's not doing yoga at that time, but she's there next to me, and she's been seeing me do that. Yo he estado haciendo yoga desde que tuve a mi hija. Tengo una hija de 2 años y con ella la he tenido haciendo yoga desde que tenía yo creo como unos 3 o 4 meses donde estaba haciendo stretching. Obviamente ella no me estaba acostada al lado de mí al principio, pero ahora ella participa en el yoga también y se sabe muchas de las posturas. So one of the things and reasons why I got into yoga, I actually did my yoga teacher training post birth. So I was at my training and I would sometimes have to take breaks to go attend to my daughter. I was breastfeeding her at the time, but part of the reason why I did it is because I wanted to be more mindful of my actions every day. So not just on the mat, but in my everyday life with my daughter. Una de las razones que yo entré a yoga e hice mi entrenamiento fue al punto que tuve mi hija como a los meses, fue parte porque quería tener um, la claridad mental para poder asistir a mi hija mejor, no nomás como dijimos, en el mat de yoga, pero también en la vida regular, porque yoga te sigue en toda tu vida, right? Yoga is a practice that you can take with you on and off the mat, right? That mindfulness, teniendo la mente clara, es algo que puedes tener. So today I'm gonna start you off with a mindfulness practice, and we're gonna set an intention. Hoy los voy a empezar con una práctica de mentalidad y vamos a poner una intención en nuestra práctica. So I invite you all, los invito a todos a cerrar los ojos. Si no más mirar hacia abajo, si están en un lugar donde están en una oficina, están sentados, están en su carro, obviamente no cierren los ojos en el carro. Obviously, if you're driving, or don't close your eyes if you're driving, but if you're in your office, if you're sitting, wherever you're at, feel free to close your eyes or just have a low gaze towards the ground. Try to straighten out your back as much as you can. Traten de hacer que su espalda esté lo más derecho que puedan. Y respiren. So I want you to breathe. Take a slow breath through your nose. Inhalar por la nariz, despacio. And exhale through your nose. Y exhalar por la nariz. Y vamos a seguir ese slow. We're going to continue with that slow inhale, exhale. Vamos a seguir con un espacio. Van a inhalar despacio y exhalar despacio por unos minutos más. As you inhale and exhale, I want you to acknowledge what's around you, the sounds you hear around you. For some of us, it might be a waterfall. For others, it might be a TV in the room or someone in your office next to you, or maybe it's the cars from outside. Quiero que noten los sonidos que están alrededor de usted, que sean los sonidos de de algo alrededor, sonidos de los carros, lo que sea, nomás nótenlos. Just notice these sounds. Keep breathing. I want you to acknowledge your body. Start acknowledging your forehead. See if it's tight, loosen it up. Relax the jaw, relax the eyes. Start relaxing the shoulders. Start relaxing your arms, the rest of your body. Just kind of let it relax. Quiero que tomen cuenta en su cuerpo, que empiecen a relajar su frente, los ojos, su boca, su cuello, sus hombros. Miren cómo se siente su cuerpo, pero también traten de relajar. Sigan respirando. Keep breathing in and out. At this time, I want you to think of an intention that you want to set. You want this intention to be for your practice, but also maybe something that follows you afterward. What is an intention? So it's something that you are going to intentionally be mindful of, right? So for me, my intention today might be to be more present, or my intention might be to be more patient. I can have an intention of wanting to be more productive, or maybe my intention is just to relax, to chill. So think of what that intention is going to be for you. Una de las cosas que quiero que hagan en este momento es que empiecen a empezar en su intención de su práctica hoy y algo que pueda seguir con ustedes después de esta práctica. ¿Qué va a ser eso? Puede ser algo como la intención de ser paciente, la intención de estar presente, intención de relajar, intención de ser productivo hoy. So piensen en qué va a ser su intención. On your next inhale, I want you to just take a huge deep breath and think of that intention and exhale it out. You're going to do that 2 times. En la nueva, cuando respiren la siguiente vez, quiero que respiren profundamente, piensen de esa intención y exhalen esa intención. Lo hagan 2 veces. And now we're going to do one together. Y ahora vamos a hacer una juntos. So we're going to inhale. Vamos a inhalar. Think of your intention. Piensen en tu intención. And exhale. Exhalar. We're going to just move our shoulders a little bit. Muevan sus hombros un poquito. We're going to go ahead and do circles towards the back with our shoulders. Círculos con los hombros hacia atrás. And then we're going to bring it forward and keep breathing throughout this time. And then take it back one more time. Otra vez hacia atrás. Feel those knots, that tension. Sientan esa tensión. Y ahora hacia adelante, towards the front. We're going to shake it off a little bit. Muevan los hombros un poquito. Okay. Vamos a levantar los brazos hacia arriba. Mover el cuerpo un poquito. Move your arms to the side a little bit. Lift your arms up and just kind of bring them down. I want you to look up now. Miren directamente, so look straight. You're going to bring your chin. I sometimes forget, a veces se me olvidan las palabras en español. I think we call it the piocha. So your chin, your piocha, you're going to bring it down to your chest. Van a bajarla hacia su pecho. Y vamos a empezar a hacer círculos con nuestro cuello. So small circles, bringing your chin to your chest and then taking small circles towards the back. Very slow, muy despacio. Up, just take a big inhale. And on your way down, you take an exhale. We're going to keep doing that a couple times. Cuando suban su cabeza hacia atrás, inhalan para hacia adentro y exhalar hacia afuera cuando vayan bajando el cuello. Couple more times on your own. Unas veces más ustedes propios. Okay, we're going to reverse it. Vamos a ir para el otro lado. If there's tension in your neck, feel free to stay in those areas where you feel tension. Si hay tensión en su cuello, pueden quedarse en esas áreas un poquito y mover el cuello en esa área. Acuérdense de seguir respirando hacia adentro y hacia afuera. We're going to come to a neutral position, facing straight. Vamos a regresar y vamos a mirar hacia enfrente y mover los hombros, mover el cuello. Vamos a traer el pecho hacia enfrente, abriendo el pecho y después trayendo los hombros hacia enfrente. We're going to bring our chest towards the front. And then we're going to bring our shoulders towards the front. Coming up straight, bringing the arms up, las manos hacia arriba. So because of the way the camera is, I want you to just kind of listen to what I'm saying about the arms, okay? So you're going to take your right hand and you're going to take it behind you. And then you'll take your left hand and bring it on your right knee. And you're going to face towards your right shoulder. Van a tomar su mano derecha y la van a poner hacia atrás. Y van a tomar su mano izquierda y ponerla en su rodilla derecha y mirar hacia sobre su hombro derecho. So we're going to come into this little twist and just take a couple deep breaths here. Try to take about 3 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Vamos a estar aquí como por 3. Vamos a respirar por 3 veces aquí, inhalando y exhalando por la nariz. And then we're going to come back up, bringing our arms up. Y vamos a cambiar del otro lado. So we're going to switch it up to the other side. One of the big things about doing these stretches is that obviously one thing it does is it helps with flexibility, but it also helps with digestion. So a lot of these twists will help with digestion in the stomach and just helping you get some of that flexibility, and they're good stretches for your back as well. So let's go ahead and bring it back towards the front and bringing those arms up and then just bringing them down. So vamos a poner las hands in front of us. So right in front. And this one here, you want to keep your back straight. Quieren tener la espalda lo más derecho que puedan. And then you're going to just walk your hands as much as you can. If you feel that you had a good, just bring the arms up. And I mean, you can go as far forward as you'd like. Pueden ir hacia enfrente lo más que puedan o se pueden quedar ahí donde están. So es lo que ustedes quieran. I think I'm starting to see there's a couple little ones that joined us. Hi. All right. So let's bring it back. Let's put our feet in front of us. Nuestros pies enfrente de nosotros. Oh, look, we even have a dog in the audience. Gonna do the upward down dog with us. Va a ser el perro boca abajo con nosotros. All right, let's have our feet straight and our back straight. And then we're gonna take the arms up. Vamos a levantar los brazos. Vamos a sentarnos aquí por un buen ratito. And then we're gonna bring the arms down, los manos hacia los lados, and just straighten our backs and sit there. So right now I'm doing a lot of stretches, and this is all yoga, right? And it's stuff that you can do any day if you're watching TV, if you're sitting in front of the TV, or even like just you're doing a chore in the house, maybe you can always just do these stretches. So let's bring the arms up one more time. Vamos a levantar los brazos una vez más y otra vez hacia abajo. Okay, we're gonna bring our legs to the side, and we're gonna come to the side and go into what we call tabletop. So esto es lo que decimos que es la mesa. So you wanna make sure when you're in tabletop that your knees are right below your hips and that your wrists are right below your shoulders. So quieren asegurarse que sus rodillas estén abajo de sus caderas y que sus muñecas estén abajo de sus hombros. We're gonna go ahead and do what we call a cat-cow. So one thing that I'm gonna do throughout the session is I'm also gonna throw in some songs that you can play with your little ones, and do some of these same poses with them with music, because kids like to learn better with music. So I'm gonna do that as well. So go ahead, and I'm gonna show you what the cow looks like. So a cow, you wanna bring the belly to the ground, and you bring your neck up, arching your back. So ahorita vamos a hacer lo que se dice la vaca. Y la vaca trae su ombligo hacia el piso haciendo que su espalda se haga hacia abajo, levantando la cabeza. Esta es la cow, que es la vaca. Y el gato, pone su ombligo hacia arriba y su piocha hacia su pecho. So the cat, you bring your belly inwards and you bring your chin towards your chest. And you switch off with one or the other. So you will do an inhale, inhalar con la vaca, and then exhale with the cat. And we'll keep doing those a couple of times. So I'm gonna show you how with this specific pose, I sometimes will do it I think I see some kids in the room, so we're gonna do this with the song. But before we do that, I'm gonna rest the knees, because sometimes the knees can start hurting. So we're gonna rest a little bit. You're gonna open up the knees a little bit as wide as your mat. Van a abrir las rodillas. Have your toes touch in the back, so que tus pies, tus dedos toquen atrás. And then you'll sit towards your feet and just kind of resting down. This is what we call child's pose, postura de niño. And this is a resting pose. You can come to this pose anytime. It's really good for your hips, really good for your back. Es la postura de niño, que es bueno para tus caderas, para tu espalda, y puedes usarlo para relajar en cualquier momento. Okay, let's bring it back to tabletop, a la mesita. And we're gonna play a song. Vamos a tocar una canción en español that we're gonna do this with, okay? So for all of you joining me out there, we're gonna sing this song. So we're gonna be walking up and down our mat a couple times. We're gonna come back, and we're also gonna do the cat and the cow, and we're gonna move around, okay? So every once in a while, you might be on your forelegs, and you're gonna look at your right hip and bring it in, and then your left hip. So just follow me as we do it together. We're gonna play the song, the Vaca Lola. All right, y'all ready?
Vaca.
So get on your fours, your hands, and your knees.
La vaca Lola tiene cabeza, tiene cola. La vaca Lola, la vaca.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just move. So let's bring our necks up and bring it down. Okay, so let's move our little butts a little bit.
La vaca Lola, la vaca tiene cabeza.
Oh, let's do our head.
La vaca Lola
Bring it down.
tiene cabeza.
Let's bring it back.
y hace.
Hace mu.
¿Y cómo hace la vaca?
Okay, let's walk backwards. Let's walk forward. Walk backwards. We're gonna move to the right and move to the left. Hacia la derecha y a la izquierda.
La vaca Lola tiene
Y
cabeza.
ahora, la vaca, the cow. And then you do the cat. The cow. La vaca y el gato.
Ia, ia, ho. Una vaca hace mu. Ia, ia, ho.
Right. So that's one weather move. So we're gonna stay here. We're gonna take our left foot back. So el pie izquierdo hacia atrás. Y la mano derecha hacia arriba. The right hand up. And if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can bring that left foot back up. And you hold it, take a deep breath. Bring the right arm down and bring the left foot down. Then we're vamos a cambiar. Van a poner su pie derecho hacia atrás y su mano izquierda hacia arriba. Y si quieren, pueden levantar el pie derecho. Remember, you can always raise that right foot if you want. So hold it up. And bring it down y hacia abajo. All right. We're gonna come back, and we're gonna come to our knees. Vamos a venir a nuestras rodillas. Y vamos a estar sentados en nuestros pies. And lift our arms up. Take a deep breath. Bring the shoulders down. Levanten los brazos. Bajen los hombros. Respiren. The right hand and put it behind us. So you're gonna put it like this. Okay? And the other one. So your hands should look like this. Tus manos se deberían de ver así atrás de ti. So estamos sentados así. Vamos a venir a nuestras rodillas con las manos atrás. Y vamos a abrir el pecho. We're going to open up the chest. Trying to bring the shoulder blades in for a big stretch in our back. And we're going to come back down. Woo, shake it off. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna sit back down a little bit. And this time we're gonna cross our legs with our feet touching each other. Vamos a cruzar los pies con nuestros, vamos a poner los pies enfrente de nosotros con los pies tocando. And I'm gonna do another song, and this is another song in Spanish, and it's called Mariposita, which is a butterfly. Okay, so you'll follow me in this song. So hold on. So you can hold your ankles, agárrense de sus ankles. So let's move our legs up and down. We're gonna go around and make some chocolate. Vamos a hacer un chocolatito. We're gonna put one foot in front of us, the other one. And then touch our toes. And then come up. All right, let's bring it back. Otra vez, one more time. Haciendo chocolate, haciendo el chocolate. Pie enfrente. Another foot in front. Touch your toes, tocar los toes. Para lado, para el otro lado. Again. Get ready. Pónganse listos. Vamos a hacerlo otra vez. It goes faster and faster each time. Making the chocolate. Bring your foot in front. Arms up. Oh, again.
Haciendo chocolate para la madrina, por ti,
Y para un lado y después para el otro. And cross our legs again. Yay. Okay, so that was butterfly. So one thing that I want to show, una cosa que les quiero decir es, con cualquier canción que les guste, right? So every song, anything that you love, any song that your kids love, you can basically do any of these poses with them and you just add the pose that you want and you just do it with them. So, una de las cosas que estaba diciendo es que cualquier canción que les guste a sus hijos, a ustedes pueden agregar posturas de yoga y hacerlo con sus hijos. Y es más divertido, pero también están practicando yoga. All right. So let's go ahead and cross the feet again. We're going to come up a little bit in a little bit. So let's get ready for that. Move around. So let's go back into the tabletop. Vamos a irnos otra vez al tabletop. So la siguiente postura, the next pose is going to be upward down dog. So upward down dog is supposed to be a resting pose, but you'll see when you get into it that it can be a little difficult for some of us who maybe are not used to doing yoga maybe every day, right? So we're going to get into it. I'm going to just show you how to do it. We're going to use it as a way to stand up, but it's also a pose that you use for transitions. Vamos a hacer la postura de perro boca abajo, que es algo que se usa mucho en yoga para, es una postura para relajar. So, a veces cuando estás haciendo una postura más difícil, se usa para relajar. No es tan fácil, so, a veces cuando estás empezando es algo que lo haces un poquito, pero lo usas más para transiciones, okay? So this is how it goes. So you'll have your hands in your here what you would call tabletop. So vas a estar en tabletop. You're gonna want to lift up your knees and bring your behind towards the air. The goal of this pose is to make sure your back, this part, is straight. So you can bend your knees. So you want to bring your chest towards the ground like this. So en esta postura, lo que quieres es levantar las rodillas. Puedes doblar las rodillas, pero quieres que esta parte de tu cuerpo esté en línea. So we're going to bring it back down. Okay, so we're going to go up to upward down dog, and then we're going to use it to stand up. So we're going to walk our hands towards our feet once we're up there. So vamos a estar en postura de perro boca abajo y vamos a después usar las manos para caminar y pararnos. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take it up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's walk those hands all the way to the top and stay forward. Quédense allí doblados. Dejen que cuelgue, let your body hang. Release everything, relax. Just take deep breaths. Respiren. And slowly, despacito, you're going to go up slowly, slowly till standing position. Hasta que estén parados. All right, so we handled the floor really well. Are you all tired out there? ¿Están cansados ya? Okay, so ahora vamos a estar aquí. Quiero que miren sus pies. Look at your feet. Look at your alignment. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. Que tus pies estén. Did you lose me? Okay. Ahora, now, you're going to want to make sure that your hips, check out your arch. Are you arching back? Are you going to forward? You want to keep a good arch. Quieren estar parados y no estar tanto así, tampoco tanto así, ¿verdad? So bringing that pelvis a little bit forward if you have that little arch. Bringing your arms to the side. Opening up the chest, los brazos al lado y abriendo el pecho. La cabeza hacia arriba. Imagine someone pulling a string from the top of your head and just straightening you out. So imagínense que alguien les tiene como un listón y los está levantando hacia arriba, pero dejen sus pies plantados. And just stand here, taking a couple deep breaths. Quédense aquí parados, nomás respirando. This is mountain pose, postura de la montaña. So this is really good to look at your alignment. Sometimes we tend to have our feet inwards or outwards, so you want to make sure your toes are facing straight. A veces tenemos los pies hacia adentro o hacia afuera, so fíjense que sus pies estén derechos, mirando hacia enfrente. One thing sometimes you can do is like, especially if you're standing doing an activity, so like maybe you're washing dishes or something. That's one thing that I notice when I'm washing dishes. I try to be mindful of how I'm standing. And sometimes I'm like this or like this, and then I'll just change and get into mountain pose and just keep doing what I'm doing. So I'm mindful of it. Una de las cosas a veces para mí que yo hago cuando estoy lavando los trastes, noto que a veces estoy parada así de un lado o del otro, o tengo la espalda como con un arch, y me tengo que ver mis pies y cómo estoy para tener una buena postura. So let's go ahead, take a deep breath. We're gonna bring the arms up. From here, you're gonna take your right arm and you're gonna take it towards the back and face your body towards the right, creating like a T position. So you should look like this sideways. So let's face towards the right. And that's good for, it's a good stretch, but it's also really good for your arms. Te ayuda a tener te ayuda con tus brazos a poder moverlos un poquito, pero también tu espalda. Okay, bring the I'm back. Okay. Is this good? Okay. Y sigan respirando aquí. Take an inhale and exhale. And we're gonna bring both arms towards the front. We're gonna take them back up, so hacia arriba. And then we're gonna do like a half moon, como una luna hacia un lado y hacia el otro. And back to the top. Y ahora hacia el otro lado. So this also helps with stretching your sides. Again, any stretches are always gonna help with digestion. So como dije, esto también te ayuda para poder tener, se me está olvidando cómo decir stretch en español. So ahorita, estirar, gracias. So vamos a estirar este lado, pero también te ayuda mucho con tu digestión. Cualquier stretch o cualquier parte que te estiras, o la otra palabra que se me está olvidando es twist. So that's another one, another word, twist. So someone out there, alguien allí me va a decir cómo decir twist. So esa es otra cosa, okay? We're gonna do one more song. We're gonna do 2 more songs, but this song that we're gonna do it with the tree pose. So I'm gonna show you what the tree pose is, which is basically you wanna stand on one foot. I'm just gonna show you, we'll do it right now together. And you can bring your foot into 3 positions. So I'm gonna show you the 3 positions. So the one position that you wanna start with is here. So you bring the heel of your foot to your ankle. And you can pick which side of your foot you wanna do. And just do one side and then after you do the other. Because we wanna always have balance. Not just balance in yoga, but balance even in our lives. So esta postura que vamos a hacer se llama el árbol. En esta postura vas a tener un pie plantado y el otro vas a ponerlo hacia el tobillo del otro pie. Escoge el pie que tú quieras, nomás acuérdate de hacer un lado y hacer el otro, porque en yoga queremos tener balance, igual que queremos tener balance en nuestras vidas. So you're gonna hold this here, that's one. If you wanna take it up higher, you bring it to your calf. Si lo quieres subir, lo vas a traer hacia tu, se me olvida este músculo también, pero no lo pongas en tu rodilla. You don't want it on your knee. You want it just in between your ankle and your knee, entre tu rodilla y tu tobillo. And then if for some of you that are out there that might have a lot more balance, you can always go up higher, which is up here. So I don't usually do that one, but you would stay up there. Okay? So that's our tree pose. So we're going to be doing that pose with the next song. Vamos a estar haciendo esta postura con la nueva canción. And it's a song in English, and it's the apple tree song. So I'm gonna see if I can put the volume up here so that I can hear it.
Who wants to go apple picking?
Okay, ready?
Up high in apple.
So let's take the apple tree up. El árbol.
Shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came one apple.
All right, let's bring the foot down.
Good.
Get our apple.
Way up high
Now
in
let's do the other foot, el otro pie.
apples looking at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came one apple.
Let's go down. Pick up the apple.
Crunch, crunch. Way up high in
Let's
the
do the other side again.
three apples looking at me. I shook that tree as hard as I
Shake your
could.
tree, muevan su árbol. And bring your foot down.
Good.
Ya. Got it en la manzana.
Way up high in the apple tree.
El otro lado.
Looking at me, I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came one apple.
Y la manzana, the apple came down. Let's pick it up.
Crunch, crunch. Way up high in the apple tree.
Other side again.
Looking at me, I shook that tree.
Muevan el árbol.
Came that apple. It was good. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Now there's no more apples in the apple.
Oh, the apple's finished. Se acabaron las manzanas. So let's shake out those feet. I like apples a lot. So I'm glad that this one was an apple tree. Me gustan las manzanas, pero hay muchos árboles allá también que me gustan. Okay, so we're gonna do another pose, and this one is called the chair pose, la postura de la silla. I like to do the chair pose where I start lower and then just kind of go backwards. So you could do a couple things. But I'm gonna do it this way because I feel it's a lot easier for me. So vamos a hacer la postura de la silla. So you're gonna come up and you're gonna bend at the hip and you're gonna come all the way down and just stay there hanging. Vamos a venir hacia abajo y vamos a estar aquí. We're gonna bend the knees. Vamos a doblar las rodillas. And then, like if you're sitting on a chair, and then you're gonna lift up the chest. Levanten el pecho y vamos a poner las manos juntas. Y esta es la silla. Vamos a respirar. Take a deep breath. And then we're gonna stand up. All right, so now we're gonna do it again. All right, vamos a hacerlo otra vez. Let's bring our arms up. And let's go all the way down. Bend the knees, like you're sitting on a chair. And bring the chest up. And hold it, deténganlo. And slowly come back up. And shake it off. I'm gonna shake it off, shake it off. All right. We're gonna do another pose, and this one is called the goddess pose, okay? You're gonna take one foot out y el otro pie hacia el lado. Van a abrir los pies. Have your toes pointing out. So tus pies hacia las esquinas del cuarto. And then you're gonna bend your knees. And then you're gonna bring your arms up. Vas a subir los brazos que tengan an L shape, so you have an L shape. This is the goddess pose. This one burns a lot. So we're gonna hold it here and then bring the leg straight. And then we're gonna bring it back down. Vamos a venir hacia abajo. Hold it. Because we are all goddesses. Every one of us in here. Vamos a detener. Y hacia arriba. We're gonna shake it off. Now from here, we're gonna keep our legs open, but point our toes forward. Vamos a tener los toes hacia enfrente. We're gonna bend on our hips and bring the hands down. Just have a little stretch there. Estirarnos un poquito aquí. And we're gonna go into, me gusta llamar el frog pose. So you're gonna bring your legs in closer. and just bring them in, bring them in, bring them in. And then you're slowly going to come all the way down. You can have your feet flat, but if not, you can always be on your toes, whichever feels better. And you just kind of have it there. So se ponen ahí, and then con sus pies planos, o pueden tenerlos en los dedos de los pies. Y vamos a estar aquí sentados. Y respiren profundamente. A veces cuando estoy aquí, sometimes when I'm here, I like to use my elbows to open up my hips a little bit more. So a veces me gusta usar mis codos para abrir mis sentaduras un poquito más. Y respiren. Ok, vamos a usar las manos. Pueden levantar sus pies hacia arriba o de aquí, despacio, vénganse hacia su mat. So come down towards your mat. And we're going to come into a laying position on our backs. All right, I hope you all can still hear me. I think you can. I can hear myself. Okay. So aquí vamos a estar acostados. Bring your knees to your chest. Sus rodillas hacia su pecho. Give yourself a big hug. Because like our shirts say, we are enough and we love ourselves. Como dicen nuestras camisas, nos queremos mucho y somos suficientes. Pueden irse to the right, to the left. You can go right, you can go left. Izquierda, derecha. This gives you a nice little stretch on your lower back. Aquí te da un masaje en tu espalda. Okay. What you want to do next is we're going to do a so I'm going to kind of try to face you all so you can see. So you take your knees here and you're going to bring your knees towards the right of your body, but leave your back on the ground. And then you'll look towards the opposite side if you want a deeper stretch. So van a traer sus rodillas y los van a poner hacia su lado derecho las rodillas, dejando la espalda hacia abajo. Y si quieren estirarse más, pueden voltear hacia el lado opuesto de sus rodillas. So we're going to hold this for a couple breaths. It's what we call supine twist. It's something you can always do to stretch your back. Eso es algo que siempre puedes hacer para estirar tu espalda. Let's bring our knees to our chest. And we're going to go to the opposite side. Vamos a cambiar de lado. Remember to keep breathing in and out, relaxing your forehead, your jaw, your shoulders. Acuérdense de seguir respirando. Relajen su frente, sus hombros, sus ojos. All right, let's bring our knees back to the chest. Let's go ahead and put our knees down. enough. There you go. So let's take our legs down and lay them down in front of us and our arms behind us. So nuestros pies enfrente y nuestros brazos atrás. And just stretch. Imagine someone pulling you from your hands and from your feet. Take deep breaths. So aquí quiero que piensen que alguien nos está estirando, lo está agarrando de las manos, estirándolos y de los pies al mismo tiempo. Y respiren. Okay, now take your feet and take them a little bit towards the right, and then you're going to take your arms toward the right, like if you're creating a C. Vas a tomar tus pies y hacerlos como hacia el lado derecho y tus brazos hacia el mano derecho como si estás haciendo una C. And vamos a ir hacia el otro lado. The other side. All right. So let's take it back. Bring our arms down, los brazos hacia el lado, just laying on our backs. This is what we call, some people call it corpse pose. La postura donde estamos acostados, se me olvida. No tiene un nombre específico, pero más en su espalda, acostados con los brazos a los lados. This is the part of yoga where you basically reap the benefits of all the stretches and everything that we did, where you're going to just relax. You want to remember your intention here, think back to it, back about how you're going to continue with that intention off the mat, and just take a moment to breathe and relax. En este momento vamos a nomás tomar tiempo para relajar. Esta es la parte de yoga donde tomas todos los beneficios de las posturas y los estiramientos que hicimos. También vas a tomar tiempo para pensar en tu intención que hiciste realmente y cómo vas a seguir con esa intención después de la práctica de yoga. So go ahead and just take a deep breath and just lay here for a bit. Okay, so just start wiggling your toes. Muevan sus dedos de los pies. Empiecen a traer, atraer sensación a su cuerpo, bringing back sensation to your body. Wiggling your fingers, moviendo los dedos. Wiggling your body. Now take the knees back to the chest. And just kind of go as slow as you want in this. Pueden ir lo más despacio que quieran. And just bring your knees towards the side and take your whole body to the side. Van a traer todo su cuerpo hacia el lado. Just kind of like you're laying there on your side. Estás acostado. And slowly, when you're ready, you're going to push yourself up into a seated position. Cuando estén listos, se van a levantar y van a sentarse enfrente, mirando hacia enfrente. Trying to still keep your eyes closed if you can. Tratando de tener tus ojos cerrados si pueden, si no está bien. I'm going to bring the arms up above our head, bringing the palms together. Tomar los brazos hacia arriba, trayendo nuestras palmas juntas. We're going to put our hands above our forehead, las manos enfrente de nuestra frente. As a reminder to have clarity in our thoughts, un recordar de tener claridad en nuestros pensamientos. Hands towards your mouth, hacia la boca. As a reminder to have clarity in our speech, the things we say, claridad en lo que decimos, en lo que hablamos. Bringing our hands down to our chest. For clarity in our actions, claridad en nuestras acciones. The light in me sees the light in all of you. La luz en mí ve la luz en todos ustedes. Love and peace, amor y paz, y namaste. Thank you. Can I do one little thing? Because I forgot one song and I just want to share it, what I would normally do. Okay, so as I was doing it, I forgot to do one song, but one thing that I also like to do with kids is I will play a random song that they just like, and kind of like musical chairs where you can pause the song and then you pick a pose, like a random pose that you want to do. And it's such a fun little game to play with young kids. So I think I'm going to end it with that because I know we're all calm, but I think we can get up and just dance a little bit. And also just kind of toss it and pick a random pose. So I'm going to stand up. And when we play that song, we're just going to dance around. You can dance around your mat. If you're sitting on your chair, move your hands, whatever. And every so often, when it pauses, you're just going to let me know. Sound a little static. We'll wait a little bit. Just tell me when you pause so that I know. All right, so let's just dance around. All right, let's do tree pose. And go.
You feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news talking this.
All right, we're going to do goddess pose. Okay, vamos a bailar.
All you got, don't hold it back.
We're going to do star pose. La estrella.
I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you.
Oh, the frog. La rana.
waste your time. Here's why. I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
And we're gonna do mountain pose. All right.
Clap
We're
along
dancing out.
is the truth. Because I'm happy.
Upward down dog, perro boca abajo. And bring it back up.
If you to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you
And
feel
butterfly.
like that's what you
And one more time, we're just gonna dance it out for a little bit longer. And that's it. But that's another way that you can always enjoy yoga with your kids. Es otro modo que pueden hacer yoga con sus hijos y su familia. So thank you, everyone. Namaste.